Yo, what up my home slices, how you doing? So these are upgrades really fast, nothing too special, nothing fancy here. What else do we got? Some heroes! So I'm using Ulrich today, hopefully you guys can follow along, and let's get started. The Temple of Saqra. Oh yes, this is definitely going to be a toughie. Hopefully you guys can follow along and learn something along the way. So on the first thing you're going to notice is there's a crazy good blue shaman coming on the right side, and then there's a green shaman coming on the left side. So we're going to need an artillery, we're going to get some mages on the right side, or mostly archers on the right side, and then mostly mages on the left side. At least to start, but I also want to clear out for late game. I want to get some late game action going, so I'm going to get my artillery up in the correct spot, and also 2 mage towers right around my artillery. The reason why I like to hit mage towers right next to my artillery to start is because of necromancer towers. Anytime you kill somebody with anytime you kill some sort of living biodegradable type of guy in the range of a necromancer tower, it turns into a skeleton. So you take over that body, and that's a good staller tower, and that's exactly what you need next to bombard towers. So what you're gonna do is use your rain of fire like right away, right here. Oh man, oh poo. Okay, so I used my rain of fire in the wrong spot. I put my knuckle on the wrong side of the screen on accident, and then it shot in the wrong spot. So I think we should be okay though. The rain of fire is kind of well, yeah, we're far behind right now. We definitely don't want to put the rain of fire in the wrong spot. If you put it right in front of those guys, right down the middle of the map where the temple guys come out, you'll be a lot better off, and you won't have to deal with all these guys almost getting to the very end. But, you know, just get some archer upgrades on the right side, get some more mage upgrades on the left, and then use your rain of fire right away, and then send out the next wave. That's how you're going to do it, and what you can do is if the next wave comes out fast enough, you can actually get some residual rain of fire to hurt the guys that are just coming out, especially if you make them land on it and stop with like Ulrich Sand Warriors or reinforcements or something like that. So yeah, I know we messed up just a little bit in the front there. We put the rain of fire in the wrong spot. Try not to mess that up and you'll be a lot better off than what I am right now. Anyways, sorry about that. Oopsie doodles. Uh-oh. So okay, I have 10% battery left. Okay, thanks Kingdom Rush for telling me that. So yeah, we're still doing okay right now. There's just a little bit of a problem because these blue shaman guy things come on the right side, and the green shaman guys come on the left side. And that's why you need a lot of archer towers on the right. So you definitely want to upgrade some of those guys. You want to get at least 1 crossbow for it, probably 2 crossbow for it. It's pretty fast. Also start getting some of your mage towers a little bit highly upgraded. A little bit of lag right now. Hopefully that's not affecting you guys too much. And then what you want to do is always use your rain of fires right before you send out the next wave. Every single time. I'm a big rain of fire fan. I love it. It's definitely a huge part of strategy, if you ask me. I always use it very, very effectively, and that allows me to send out the next waves early, get more gold, and kind of keep up with all the enemies. Because, you know what, your towers can't deal with them all the time. Sometimes you need some extra help, and you know what, if you use Rain of Fires effectively, you'll be doing fantastic. As far as flying guys go, don't use your Rain of Fire that often on those guys. They're really not going to help very much. I mean, it does do explosive damage because they do explode, but not enough where it's actually worth it, because residual rain of fire doesn't really affect them too much at all. Now in wave 5 here, all you're going to get is a bunch of these guys coming out. You're not going to get any special shamans or anything, so all you got to do is kill them. This is actually probably the easiest wave on this level. There's only 15 waves. We're already 1/3 of the way done, but you know what? We're not really 1/3 of the way done. The farther the levels get, the longer they get. Especially because I'm sending out the waves like instantaneously every single time, trying to get my rain of fire and extra gold in when we can do it. So use the rain of fire, send out the next wave here. And now I finally have a necromancer tower on the left side here. So my necromancer tower is actually allowing me to get all the skeletons to help stall on the left side. Also, what you're noticing, I have the Indiana Jones thing guy, whatever he is. I did the little secret code, just center, left, right, and I killed all the parasites. If you get it wrong, lots of parasites come out of there and basically kill you. So you don't want to do that. Don't mess it up. Center, left, right. So what else are we doing? We're going to build like a little footman tower down here in the bottom, and that's just to help stall any of these spiders that might start getting through. You don't want to use your rain of fire on these spiders, because guess what comes out right after these guys? It is spider matriarchs. So you got a bunch of spider matriarchs that are just going to wander on out of here all stupid and clumsy and like, I'm going to make tons of baby spiders all over the place. And I don't even have to have sex for them. I just make them because I'm awesome like that. So yeah, they just keep laying giant eggs, and then what you want to do is use your rain of fire on the giant spider matriarchs. And not only will you do a lot of damage to those guys, the residual rain of fire kills all of the baby spiders as well as damages a lot of those queen spiders as well. So yeah, rain of fire, huge part of this game. Now you're noticing my artillery is probably going to need to get upgraded reasonably soon, you know, right around 7, 8, 9. So when you want to start getting some artillery upgraded just a little bit higher. And the reason is tricksters and those other random shaman guys that all come out at the same time. You need some solid artillery damage, but the only thing you don't want to do is get too much artillery, because at the end of the game, the big Queen King Kong guy, whatever his name is, He will cause massive problems if you go tons of artillery. If you go like 2 heavy artilleries or something like that, it's not going to work out for you. So now the biggest problem with this entire level is the tricksters. How do you deal with them? You definitely have to pay attention to the tricksters. You definitely have to be aware of what's going on with those guys. You have to stall them as much as possible. Let all the guys that are in front of them die and not get revived. So you want to kind of keep the tricksters away from everybody else. It's almost impossible to do, but you can do it for sure. Ulrich is going to be your main guy for that, especially in the later rounds. You definitely want to move Ulrich around a little bit. Try and attack the tricksters as much as possible with Ulrich. Even if he only does like 100 damage, it's going to help out a bunch. Especially once we get our earthquake towers, the tricksters won't be such a problem, but right now they definitely are. You definitely have to be wary of them. They will... It's not the tricksters themselves, it's the guys they revive. So now we already got Gorillons coming out, holy crap, on wave 8. And if you go too heavy artillery in the early levels, the Gorillons will actually be a really big problem. You're going to have to rain of fire them for sure, instead of this silly little guys that come right after them. Also, witch doctors and stuff, excuse me, witch doctors heal guys, so you have to try and keep them away from everybody else. If you can, use reinforcements on them, of course. And just going to kind of keep up with what we got. You know, if we get a bunch of gold for killing that Gorillon, we're going to try and spend it right away. Gonna try, at least. Gonna try. So, we kind of kept the witch doctors away from everybody, which means the witch doctors are actually really easy to kill. Also, what you want to do is use your rain of fire on anybody that's going to get reasonably far away, and also try and kill the tricksters with the rain of fire. So I rain of fire right where everything's going to come out, and hopefully that trickster will at least get damaged from that rain of fire up there. Also, the random rain of fires all around the entire map did some extra damage to some of those guys, so that was kind of helpful as well. And then what happens is as you get the money from like using those rain of fires, just spend it right away. If you can kill some guys that are actually just coming out of the back, you can use your money to upgrade things that are more towards where the enemies are going to leave and kill you, and actually stop guys from getting through. So as far as sending out the next waves, by the time you get to around 8 to 15 or so. Ooh, sorry about that little mess up there, guys. I don't really know what happened. My computer just shut down on me. Well, my computer didn't shut down. My program shut down, and it didn't let me... I don't know. I don't really know what happened. So we're just going to say screw it, and we're just going to start kind of new here. I kind of forgot what I was talking about, so we're just going to kind of keep going where we left off a little bit. So necromancer towers and artillery towers work very well together, but you got to get them to dwarfs eventually. So what I want to do is I want to get this guy up to a dwarf pretty darn soon. I do have both of them upgraded to at least 3rd tier, but you want to get some 4th tier up pretty soon. The only real problem is those 4th tiers are bad versus a lot of the really, really strong guys. The good thing is there's not that many really, really strong guys. All there is Gorillons. So, kind of have to pay attention to that, but it's dwarf time. We get a dwarf on the left side now, so we're going to keep up with the dwarfs as much as possible. Get some upgrades for those guys. You don't want to go too crazily heavy early on with the dwarfs, but you do eventually want to get some solid upgrades for them. And we can rain of fire whenever we feel like it, just to do some extra damage to these guys. I don't know exactly when the best spot to use the rain of fire in some of these end levels, but you definitely want to try and keep Ulrich alive as much as possible. Obviously, I let him die a couple times, and that's just bad micro right there. All you have to do is whenever Ulrich is about to die, you leave him kind of towards the front. If he's about to die, just move him more towards the middle or the back of the map, and you'll be a lot safer. A lot safer. Anyways, Ulrich's starting to die again, so, you know, we're getting screwed. Let's move him back just a little bit. So we're okay now, but now there's Gorillons coming out again. Those silly little Gorillons. If you ever noticed it, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but they're just a gorilla. They're just, a guy on his back with a banana in front of them. I honestly did not notice that for a little while. I didn't even pay attention. I was just like, you know what, it's what it is. So what you want to do is, for the dwarfs, you don't want to just leave them a 0-0 dwarf. The best thing to do is, honestly, to get the Furnace Blast on the right side. But it does depend on what kind of strategy you're going for. Cool thing about the core drill thing is it's an insta-kill on guys. So it's insta-kill, so you can get some like 1-0 upgrades or something like that. But I definitely prefer Furnace Blast for the low tier guys. It's a lot better for just the average type of guy that you're going to end up killing, all the shamans, all those guys. But feel free to get the core drill if you want. It's, like I said, it's an insta-kill. So it's an insta-kill on Gorillons, it's an insta-kill on shamans, it's an insta-kill on anything. The problem is you can't choose when you got to use it. It just happens every like 28 seconds or something like that. So here we go. We got a bunch of gold. Let's spend it. Let's get I don't know, let's get some archer towers over here. We can get one of these tomahawk forts. That's pretty nice. I like tomahawk forts. And also, we got, what are these? Okay, so we got poker riders coming out. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but a lot of people probably are going to tell me I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that's alright. These guys are actually fairly easy to kill. All you gotta do is just make sure you have some solid attack towers. Also, like I said, don't go too heavy on your artillery. Some people are like, you know, we'll go 2 full dwarfs, or we'll, the battle mecha and a dwarf or something like that. I don't know. I don't feel like that's too effective. But this is actually a really easy level, so a level 11, nice, solid, easy level. All these little flying guys coming in here. If you got a couple crossbow forts, got a couple mage towers, should be totally fine. And also, the only real problem is that the Rain of Fire really isn't going to do too much on them. So you could just save your Rain of Fire. That's what I chose to do. Save the Rain of Fire. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these core drill upgrades. The reason why I want to get one of these up on each side is because, like I said, they are insta-kills on guys. So as far as this core cooldown thing, going from like 28 seconds to 23 seconds and spending $200, I don't know if that's exactly worth it. And then the third tier actually goes from 23 down to 20 seconds. So is that worth it? I don't know. I think just getting 1-3 Dwarf Towers is probably the best bang for your buck. Maybe 1-1 or 1-3, either or. But I think 1-3 is probably your best bet. But if you're really trying to save money, just go for the 1-1, guys. And here we go, giant spiders coming in. So some more spider matriarchs, and I think we'll be able to take them down by now. We got the dwarfs now. So the dwarfs are going to own all the baby spiders, and also the dwarfs are going to hurt the big spiders as well. So what you want to do is use your Rain of Fire kind of in the middle here, right in the big pack of all these spiders. You don't even have to use it on the big spiders. If you just kill these like medium level spiders, you actually do a lot of damage to them and get a ton of money. So we have $700. What do we spend it on? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe just get some core upgrade to some of these furnace blasts. But like I said, I'm kind of changing my mind on the core drill just a little bit. I'm not sure if I like it all the time, but I just have a bunch of money right now, so let's spend it up. So yeah, more of these spider matriarchs. You could of course saved your Rain of Fire for these spider matriarchs, but I think using them on the medium health spiders are probably your best bet. Also, what you can do is start getting some archmages on the left side as well. Just start upgrading anything you can. This is the point where it doesn't really matter exactly what you get. It just matters that you do get some attack towers, and you don't want to go too heavy on your 4th tier upgrades for those towers. Just get the 4th tier towers and kind of chill with those, at least for a little while. Get all your towers set up, and then you can finally get some of the 4th tier tower upgrades, except for maybe your Dwarf Tower. The Dwarf Tower is very important for this strategy. It's very expensive. I understand that it's expensive, but if you use it correctly, it is effective. Boom, shaka, and laka. So, here we go. This looks like a giant problem level right now. We got tons of shamans, and tricksters, and holy craps. Holy crap moments all over the place. What you want to do is probably want to get this Tomahawk Tower up to like a 0-3, and that's going to help out a little bit versus the tricksters and all those green guys and all those guys as well. It's going to do some extra damage to them. Not extra damage, but it's going to make it so archer towers and stuff can do more damage to them overall, and that's definitely going to be helpful for a little bit during this level, and maybe on some of the future levels just a little bit. I'm not really sure exactly what comes out though. So anyways, you're noticing these guys in the bottom here are getting really far. Like I said, this is a tough freaking level, guys. You have to be careful. I use my Rain of Fire all the way in the back here. It looks like on the right side, because of that Tomahawk Tower, we are actually able to take those guys out. It was kind of close, but we were able to take them out. You know, there's barely any of them left. And now the Dwarf Tower should be able to finish these guys off if there isn't too many more tricksters. Oh my goodness, they're everywhere. There's 2 more there. And then hopefully there's no more. Oh my god, there's 4 of them on the field right now. But look how much money we're getting. We have massive amounts of money. What do you think? What do you think we should get, guys? I don't know. This is kind of tricky. I have $1,400. I think what we're gonna do is first things first. Let's get this Tomahawk upgrade on the left side. So we have a 3-3 Tomahawk Tower. It's gonna do 40% extra damage, and now we're gonna actually make sure we get every single tower spot filled up. So I didn't even have a crossbow for it right there. And then we need some reinforcement types of towers in the back here, just to make sure nothing can get through. If things ever get close back there, you always want to start building your reinforcements, move all around and stuff like that. So I feel like getting those guys is super duper helpful. Anyways, oh my goodness, these guys are coming out really fast, all over the place. So what I think I need to do is, I could use my Rain of Fire on these tricksters or something like that, but my Furnace Blast is going to do extreme amounts of damage, especially with those blocker towers right there, those skeletons and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to it for now. I'm going to hold on to my Rain of Fire, and I'm going to use it on the next level pretty much right away, I think. The thing about the last levels is that a lot of times the last levels you can use like 2 Rain of Fires, sometimes even 3 Rain of Fires, so it gets kind of ridiculous. And what you're going to do is, with all of your money from now on, you're just pretty much going to buy some random 4th tier tower upgrades. We have all of our towers, so we can't get anything else. All of them are 4th tier, basically. And so I just use my Rain of Fire on these Gorillons right here. Now, the Gorillons are obviously very strong. They're not going to... It doesn't seem like you're doing very much damage to them, but overall, you just did like 3,000 damage to those Gorillons right there with that Rain of Fire, which is a lot of damage. You know, it takes your towers a long time to do 3,000 damage. It really does. And it's not like it's going to kill the Gorillons, but doing a lot of damage to all of them is obviously very helpful, especially when you have a really high upgraded Dwarf Tower, and your Dwarf Towers don't do very much damage versus these big strong guys. Yeah, they're really not that great versus strong guys. They're good versus a lot of weaker guys or medium health guys. So anyways, guys, this is the biggest problem of, I think, the entire challenge right here, is getting the Gorillons killed in time so you can kill the Poké Riders. Because you know what happens? The Gorillons are big tanks, and then the Poké Riders get 90% of the way there while, like, using the Gorillons as defense towers, or defense guys, so you don't attack any of the flying guys. And then as soon as they can, they just kind of, they just slide right out of your defense, and it's no good at all. So, oh my goodness, what do we got? We have tons of money. What do we have to do with all our money? I think we might have to start getting some barrages soon. I really am not sure, though. I'm using my Rain of Fire on these Gorillons. I have to use them somewhere. I don't really know exactly where to use them, but why not? That seems like a pretty good upgrade. So I'm going to get this core upgrade all the way. Also, I'm going to upgrade this to a 4th tier tower. Both of these guys, just in case they do get kind of far, I'm going to get 2 Templars in the very back, and another 3rd core, just everything. Just get everything up. You know, we got these Necromancer Tower upgrades. We got like a 3-0 Necromancer Tower on both sides. We got our Dwarfs up to 3-3. And now, whoa, it looks like we're actually not doing too bad. There's just a couple last Gorillons that we have to take care of. So let's just hold out here, guys. Get this Falconeer upgrade if you want. I mean, by this point, it's really not necessary. But, you know what? Whoa, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Is this the end? Oh, yeah, look at that. That's the end. Or is it? Oh my goodness. Can we handle it? So here he is. Here he is, guys. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh. He just came out of that little hole right there. That giant monkey ape guy. So what you want to do against this guy is just kind of chill. You really don't have to do very much. Your towers are going to do all the damage. You don't really have to micro or anything. But use your Rain of Fires. Use your Rain of Fire on him, and you're going to do a lot of extra damage to him. You probably want to use it a little bit earlier than I did. I kind of messed up right there, and he didn't get hurt by the residual Rain of Fire. But look at these monkeys. All these monkeys are running out all over the place. Your Dwarf Tower is going to do extreme damage to them, and you should be able to handle these guys a lot. Just spend your money. Spend it all. Whatever you can get. I don't even care. Lots of barrages, though. Lots of barrages are really good. Use your crossbow forts effectively. If you have a lot of barrage towers, you'll hurt this guy a bunch. Because you know what these barrage towers do? They do heavy damage to one certain guy, and they just keep shooting machine gun style. And you can hurt him really fast. Even though this guy's got 12,000 health, you will be able to take him down fairly fast, especially with all our towers kind of in the middle there attacking him while he's trying to throw all these gorillas everywhere. And look at that. He's almost down to... He's almost dead. Can we take him down? Oh my goodness. Yes. So he is officially dead. That's the end of this one, guys. If you want to like this for me, please press like. I'd totally appreciate that. Sub if you haven't done that yet. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.